this video, I want to chat about like working out, nutrition, and I guess just like kind of like a healthy lifestyle. I haven't recorded any like dedicated audio from this mic in a while because it's really sensitive and it's hard to, let's say, control the environment and getting the audio into it. But anyway, I think it sounds kind of nice. It does pick up a little bit more background noise. You might hear some additional white noise, but I think the audio itself is kind of nice. It's crazy. I'm like barely touching this, but you can hear it. It's kind of cool. I don't know. But anyway, I did shoot some like B-roll and stuff to discuss. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been working out a lot more, but and I guess eating healthier too. And it's been, I mean, actually, I don't know how long has that been? I posted a workout video maybe like almost 2 years ago at this point, and I kept saying I was gonna do a follow-up video. I wouldn't say this is the actual follow-up video, but it's definitely continuing that conversation. But yeah, I think I've been like consistently doing weekly activities or exercises, followed by obviously like not even say proper nutrition, but ensuring that enough of the micro and macronutrients that you need, or at least I need, are being put into my body, and then it's, my body's obviously capitalizing on that and building some muscle. And I think since maybe I'd say August or July, it's February now, maybe like 7 months of being consistent, I think I'm finally seeing decent results. So that's kind of nice, but now I'm thinking about if it's been that long. So that's the interesting thing too. Yeah, eating is so important. Eating is the hardest part. Working out is fun. Going to sleep is easy. You just gotta go to sleep. I mean, sometimes I have some difficulty sleeping. I'm pretty sure people listening to like this video might also have difficulty sleeping. That's kind of what ASMR helps with. So I definitely understand that, but yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I've been more in control over my sleeping since I started listening to ASMR and especially making the content, which I don't think is really a coincidence. But the eating's hard. I can't eat like that much, but you kind of have to force yourself to eat a little bit more and really give your body the proper nutrition it needs to actually build the muscle. But anyway, I was working out, but definitely wasn't eating enough. And I years ago in high school, I did the proper research to understand the types of, or the amount of calories roughly that your body needs in order to build muscle at like a certain body weight. And kind of getting the ratios of the ratio of macronutrients like your proteins, carbs, and fats. I understood it, but actually putting it into my life and practice was a lot more difficult. But yeah, so basically, let's say like August to like November, maybe December. Yeah, I was working out fine, but I wasn't seeing that much results because I wasn't eating properly. Then January, February, actually no, was it December? Let's see, I have a sheet. I don't like to necessarily track my diet. Yeah, so beginning of December is when I actually started tracking my calories, and I realized, wow, I'm sitting at like 2,000, like 2,200 sometimes. That needs to get bumped up. So since December, I increase my calories to about 25 to 2800, again depending on the activity level and how much I actually could eat that day. But since then, I've put on probably like 4 pounds. I would say a pound every 2 weeks, which is doesn't sound like a lot, but I guess it depends on your goals. And I would rather I would rather gain the body weight slower and have it be a little bit more muscle as opposed to fat, let's say. Or I don't want to just put on weight for the sake of putting on weight. I want to be functional at a certain weight. So I think that's probably the best way to put it. So I'm gaining some weight, I guess, but slowly. I don't know what I was at the beginning of December. I didn't actually weigh my body, but I would say it was somewhere between 145 and 150. And now I'm sitting at anywhere from 150, like 2 to 155. Kind of depends on, like, the time of day you weigh yourself and stuff, but I try to be consistent with that. It's about 152 to 153, like in the morning. But, yeah, just really trying to focus on getting the calories in, making sure they're kind of clean too. Like, I don't need to eat brown rice and, vegetables and only chicken, and salmon. Like, there's a lot of things you can eat. Like, I don't mind eating candy and stuff, but I definitely want to make sure I hit definitely the protein goal a day. Which, so I'm about 150 body weight, 150 pounds, and I'm roughly at, yeah, I'm looking at the numbers. Early December, I was at like 120 grams of protein consistently a day, roughly. Now I've been kind of getting it to 150. If I'm at 130 to like 150 grams, I'm fine. Like, I get, I don't know how I have to do more research, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, but I'm getting too in the weeds. I don't think all this number crunching is important as people make it seem. Obviously, if you're like a bodybuilder and you're actually trying to compete, yeah, it might matter. But like for the average person, like it doesn't matter if I have 152 grams of protein a day or I have 160. It really doesn't matter. Let's just be consistent and eat a lot of food and work out. And proper sleep. But anyway, I keep going on little rants, so I'm gonna start the video here. And I kind of just want to watch it with you guys and see. I was doing some like cooking the other day. I don't even remember what I was doing. So I was making lunch here, but a new thing I decided to do is overnight oats, and that has drastically increased the amount of calories I could intake a day because I usually skip breakfast. This ensures I have breakfast. And it's so easy to get down. It's like ice cream for me. But yeah, typically I don't weigh food. I've been trying to count my calories like once a week just because I want to make sure that I like to get a gauge, where I am daily. Here comes a fat cat. Like, if I'm being somewhat consistent throughout the week, eating roughly the same amount of foods throughout the week, and like the same amount of meals, I'm not worried that I'm not getting enough food, because if I eat the same thing just about every day, which I don't eat the same thing every day, but if I eat roughly the same amount of meals each week on any particular day, that weekly calorie goal should be roughly hit. But every now and then, maybe I want a different meal, or maybe I just kind of want to check to see how many calories I'm eating anyway, so I will just count it anyway. It's kind of, I like to have like a number too, like as some sort of, I guess, OQE, or like, just some sort of data point of the amount of calories I've been consuming. Yes, anyway, I prefer, and just looking at the video now, I prefer like raw salmon, or I prefer the fresh salmon and the fresh tuna. I love fish, it's so good. But every now and then, like, just having these cans is pretty nice. It's really easy. You don't like really cook it or anything. You just crack it open and go. And the cat loves it. She likes to drink the juice. So it's a good bonding moment. But usually once a week I'll have like canned fish. It's kind of just like I don't feel like cooking food, so I'll have like leftover rice or something and just canned. I mean, I'm thinking about it. Some people might. Sorry about it. I just like broke the can over me and it like squirted. But I realize some people might think like, I don't know, draining the juice out is kind of gross or something, but it's really not. It's just food, and yeah, I give it to the cat because she loves it. She literally will go insane for this stuff. Yeah, what was I getting at? I try to consume at least like maybe not a pound. Actually, maybe it is a pound, like a pound of salmon a week. Salmon just has so many good like vitamins. I mean, obviously the protein's great, but just all those different micronutrients in the food, it definitely adds up. It tastes so good too. But yeah, salmon is definitely a superfood. Definitely been trying to incorporate like yeah, just sorry. There's so many different conversations going on in my head. It's hard to pick one. I get that some people probably think like, oh, like a calorie is a calorie, and as long as you're hitting your macros, like you can gain weight and stuff, whatever. But like, I agree, but like, in my opinion, too, like the quality of the food is important because it depends. Like, I guess it all depends on your end goal. If your end goal is just to be big and like, I guess just big and look big, then yeah, just eat them whenever you want. But like, I want to still be able to be functional and not want to like pass out or like vomit from working out because I had like McDonald's. Like, to me, the quality of the food is important. I think there are times of the day when I can slack on certain foods, in a sense, like have some candy or like whatever. But like if I'm planning like a workout or something, I don't want to like be nauseous. So I still want to be able to run. I still want to be able to do a lot of calisthenics. I guess that's what I forgot to mention too is, yeah, sorry, been mostly doing calisthenics workouts. Apologies that this conversation is everywhere. I didn't really have anything planned except watch this video and look at this cat. She's just devouring the salmon. Anyway, I've been eating this like every day. Maybe not every day. On the weekends I take a break from it. But I do this overnight oats breakfast thing. It's about, so it's I do 1 cup of oats. I'm not too particular with the oats. I tried the steel oats. I tried the was it 1 minute oats and the old-fashioned oats. I think they're all good. The old-fashioned oats are a lot larger, so they do kind of absorb the, I guess, like milk and like peanut butter and stuff a little bit better. So it's probably like a little bit chewier. But the steel oats is more like a soup. But anyway, it's a cup of oats roughly. I am weighing this just to like kind of get a rough idea of, I think at this time too, I was trying to figure out exactly how many calories are in this meal, quote unquote. Yeah, so it's a cup of oats. It's a cup of, I do almond milk because I'm lactose intolerant. I have a very bad time with dairy products. So a cup of that. So I don't even think I measured it here, but I have to measure it now because if I do too little milk, it gets very like caulky. So there needs to be enough liquid because the oats do absorb the liquid, the milk. I do like a little bit of chia seeds too. It kind of just adds a little bit of like texture and uniqueness. Not a lot. I mean, it's a lot of fiber. The chia seeds with the oatmeal. So yeah, a little bit of chia seeds. Like that fiber, 10 grams of fiber for 3 tablespoons. I mean, that's a lot of chia seeds though. So like the amount I put in was maybe 5 grams. I do some honey for just calories. I think I did. I don't even remember. I can't see the thing here. I thought I was able to see it. It's only like maybe 10 to 20 grams of syrup just for some extra calorie and taste. And then I do a lot of peanut butter. We do, or I guess not a lot. It's just a big tablespoon. It's a little bit more than the serving size, so it's about 200 calories of peanut butter. You throw some cinnamon there for the taste. Cinnamon also has some really good. Actually, I don't remember what it does. I know it's good for your body, but I'm not gonna lie to you and say I know exactly, or I remember exactly what it does. I just know it's good. And then a lot of peanut butter. I know some people are probably like, "Oh, use the super good, healthy peanut butter." I mean, yeah, I could use that, but I'm not super picky. It's peanut butter. This is good. Goes down. So yeah, a cup of oats, or 1 cup of oats has about 300 calories. You obviously have to probably subtract some because there's a lot of fiber. So maybe like 250 or something. This cup, or this spoonful of peanut butter is about, whatever the serving size is, it's about 190 to 200 calories. So right there is about 450. With the syrup, you push that to about 500. It's this thing. What I'm trying to say is this thing's about 500 calories, and it's so easy to get down. Typically, I will have a banana with it, or add some fruit in there. Yeah, but basically, you just shove everything in this mason jar. You throw it in the fridge for like, what is it like? It's overnight, and then you wake up in the morning and you eat it. I haven't always had trouble eating breakfast. I don't have a problem really eating this, especially kind of like when it's like a soupy thing. It kind of just like weird ice cream in a sense. I mean, I don't have ice cream anymore, but in my head that's kind of what I envision ice cream would be. You can. I've been adding frozen fruit to that though recently. It's a lot tastier because sometimes, the peanut butter and the oatmeal, you just like eat it and you're just like, man, this needs something like different or sweet. So that's where like one or two, or not one or two, but like every like maybe 3 or 4 spoonfuls of oatmeal, you get like 1 berry, and it's yum. It changes the game. Definitely a lot easier to digest. What else? So that's basically my diet every day. I typically, rice is like every day too. I try to do, I guess, on a weekly diet. Yeah, we got the salmon. Usually we get some tuna. Do a lot of chicken just because it's cheap. Usually like 1 or 2 days of red meat, so either steak or beef. Real quick, I am showing. Let's see. Why is it blurry? Hold on 1 second. I think I show it. What am I looking at? What am I showing? Oh, I'm inputting the thing. Okay, so in a second we'll go to that. I try to do broccoli each week because of the vitamin K. Vitamin K, pretty essential to. I just realized, sorry, I'm talking in this ear way too much. Vitamin K is pretty essential to. Actually, sorry. Vitamin K is really essential to muscle building. Real quick, on my phone, I did show it was like 600 something calories. Actually, I'm not gonna go back, it's fine. But it's a little bit, I think, overestimated. Actually, hold on a second. I'm pausing the video, just so I know future editing me, and I get 600. Oh, duh, I forgot the oat milk. Yeah, oat milk adds about almost 100. Get the syrup, some chia seeds. Yeah, so it's probably like 550 calories when you minus all the fiber. Okay, okay, let's restart the video from where I showed the protein powder. Okay, I don't really use protein powder, but I did find this vegan one. I guess it's less vegan, more dairy free. So this dairy free one's actually pretty good. It actually tastes good too. Like it kind of makes things. It tastes like brownies almost. I guess is a good way to put it. And I haven't had like a lot of chocolate in a while, so when I put this in the mix, it actually tastes like chocolate and it tastes good. However, like if I usually put this in oatmeal or like a shake and just get in, the last bits though of the oatmeal or shake, I'm just like, bro, this is like torture. But like it's kind of like that with most protein powders. But that one is pretty good. Like I'm not complaining, but I usually don't use protein powders just in general, just because it makes it. I feel like it messes up my digestive system, and I'd rather just eat food, But yeah. Anyway, getting back, try to do broccoli like twice a week, just again because vitamin K. Creatine. Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that real quick. Apologies again, we're jumping all over the place. Maybe if you guys like this content, I'll just pick one topic and we'll chat all about it, but there's just a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, and I don't know exactly what the priorities. I've been taking creatine probably for 2 months. That is also attributed probably to some more body weight gain. It obviously has. I don't do like 5 grams a day. I didn't do like a loading phase or anything. I just kind of take like anywhere from like 3 to 5, probably like 3 to 5 grams every day. And some days I miss some. I'm not like super consistent with it, but throughout the week, I would say out of the 35, what is it? No, 7 times 5, 35 grams of creatine you usually do take. I probably take like 20 to 25. It's more for just, I guess for me, it's a lot more for just the somewhat of the body weight gain for the water absorption in the muscles, but that's also for the recovery. And I mean, I do want to gain weight, but one thing to consider too is creatine is also already in red meat, and I do consume about, I want to say 4 pounds. No, 2 pounds. Minimum 2 pounds a week. I would probably say 3 pounds of red meat a week, maybe 4, which actually isn't a lot when you think about it, but that's still, let's say 3 pounds. That's 15 grams of creatine roughly. So, just something to consider. But yeah, it's in my weekly nutrition intake, but I don't think it's necessary to like go overboard with it. Do bananas every day. Weekly I do carrots, some peppers and stuff, but carrots are good food. Beans are really nutritious and they're really cheap too. That's all in the weekly diet. Yeah, a lot of chicken though. Like just because chicken's just so cheap, relatively to the other meats. What else? Pretzels are always good. Pretzels are a good snack. Why am I forgetting what I eat? A lot of rice, pasta, duh. Pasta's important. I mean, I know people think carbs are like the killer, which I mean, it depends on, again, your goals and where you are in your, like, what you're trying to accomplish, your goals, yeah. But carbs pasta's crazy. Like, pasta's got all the nutrients. I feel like I'm missing some big foods here. Eggs, duh. Eggs, yeah, eggs every day, easily. Probably at least 4 eggs a day. Probably 3 eggs a day, but on the weekends I'll do like, not 10, but maybe like 6 to 8. They're just so easy. It's just, if you need a snack, you can eat an egg, like a hard-boiled egg, any time of the day, and it's a snack. And you get in some, like, was it 5 to like 7 grams of protein? Just like bang out like 3 of those, easy. easy to get like 15 to 20 grams of protein in you. Yeah, eggs are good. But yeah, I guess we talked a lot about food. I didn't even talk about like working out. I guess I didn't shoot any like B-roll or anything. I wouldn't even say B-roll. I didn't shoot any video to explain working out and stuff. But I do a lot of pull-ups, a lot of dips, a lot of lunges, all like kind of lightweight stuff. Just I wouldn't even say lightweight. I do a weight that you can. Yeah, I guess like for lunges specifically, I do a weight that I can basically hold for like 2 minutes, and you just lunge for like a minute to 2 minutes. It kills you, but it's good. Yeah, I mean I do like normal bodybuilding, free weight exercises, but it's always like a complement to some calisthenic exercise. Basically every workout I do pull-ups and dips, and I just alternate between the intensity, and then I follow it up with some sort of bodybuilding thing or accessory exercise where I want to look better, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, obviously, obviously I'm not showing any videos, and I've not shown any proof, but it's what I'm doing. Yeah, just gonna keep being kind of consistent. Maybe eventually I will do. Maybe I don't want to say. Maybe actually. Potentially, there might be some time in some sort of future where I might do a video comparing or showing the progress, but then I don't know if that's weird or like. I don't know, probably weird. I don't know, it just, gotta be consistent. Gotta be somewhat, I wouldn't even say dedicated, just understand the process and enjoy it like it's fun. You make it fun. It's nice to see what your body is capable of doing and what your body is capable of becoming, like physically and visually. Definitely takes some lifestyle changes and stuff, but like everybody can do it. Yeah, I was gonna say, well, there's probably some people that really can't, but then you watch these crazy videos online, you're like, that person should not be able to exercise, and then they do, and it's like, that's crazy. I guess, yeah, just, you don't need to go to a gym. I guess I don't know who needs to hear this, but you don't need to go to a gym to exercise. You don't need anything really. You just need like this little spot you can just dedicate. Like if it's like a 5x5 box, or maybe more, maybe like whatever your height is, like plus like 3 feet in both directions. If you have like that dedicated spot, you can exercise. You can do a lot of pull-ups. You could do, or sorry, not pull-ups, push-ups. You could do a lot of like ab exercise. You could do like mountain climbers for like an hour. That'll kill you. Then do burpees. If you can do a burpee in a spot, you can have a killer exercise. Just do burpees for an hour, and you'll be, I think, shocked how painful it is. Not even painful, how good of a workout that could be. I think, when was this? This was actually before, before I posted that last workout video. I think, what do we do? I did like maybe a 2-mile run, came back, and then did, I think it was 103 push-up burpees. So 100 burpees, but 300 push-ups, and maybe it was an hour. I don't know, whatever. Then I went for like a cool down run after, like a mile, whatever. And that's never happened to me before. But on the way back, I had to stop and like sit down out, and I was like, what is wrong with me? But yeah, that was. You don't need a lot to work out. You just need to do it. And I wouldn't say be creative. I would just say be understanding that you can get a massive workout with just your body weight. So yeah. Anyway though, I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you like this though, let me know if you wanted me to talk about, or I guess ramble more like about, I guess, any of the things we kind of already discussed. I mean, I can go into detail on any one of those, anything really a lot deeper, or just share more personally. Either like working out or eating or like meal prepping. Like there's a lot of topics, but I don't know if people really care. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. I mean, I'm not 200 pounds, like 10% body fat, but making progress. That's too big for me though. Anyway, I'm rambling. Have a good night, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will talk to you in some other video. We got plenty of videos. Not a lot of workout videos or nutrition videos, but we got a lot of